almost 3,000 people lost their lives during the attacks at the Twin Towers, Pentagon, and aboard United Airlines Flight 93. At 8:46 a.m. Eastern Time, American Airlines flight traveling from Boston to Los Angeles hit the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. At 9:03 a.m. Eastern Time, United Flight 175, traveling from Boston to Los Angeles, hit the South Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. At 9:37 a.m. Eastern Time, American Airlines Flight 77, traveling from Dulles, Virginia to Los Angeles, hit the Pentagon building in Washington, D.C. At 10:03 a.m. Eastern Time, United Airlines Flight 93, traveling from Newark, New Jersey to San Francisco, crashed in a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Around the country, people pause to remember those who lost their lives on the anniversary of the September 11th attacks, vowing to never forget. Today, on this 20th anniversary of this tragedy, let's reflect and remember with these powerful quotes. In a 2011 radio address, President Obama said the following: "Even the smallest act of kindness, the simplest act of service, is a way to honor those we lost, a way to reclaim that spirit of unity that followed September 11th. Sandy Dahl, wife of Flight 93 pilot Jason Dahl in Shanksville, Pennsylvania in 2002 said, "If we learn nothing else from this tragedy, we learn that life is short and there is no time for hate." New York City Mayor Rudolph Giuliani at the World Trade Center site in 2006, 5 years after the tragedy, said, "We've come back to remember the valor of those we lost, those who innocently went to work that day, and the brave souls who went in after them. We have also come to be ever mindful of the courage of those who grieve for them and the light that still lives in their hearts." Again from City Mayor Rudolph Giuliani, "The attacks of September 11th were intended to break our spirit. Instead, we emerged stronger and more unified. We feel renewed devotion to the principles of political, economic, and religious freedom, the rule of law, and the respect for human life. We are more determined than ever to live our lives in freedom." Senator John Kerry said, "It was the worst day that we've ever seen, but it brought out the best in all of us." President George W. Bush at the Pentagon in 2008 said, "One of the worst days in American history saw some of the bravest acts in American history. We'll always honor the heroes of September 11th. And here at this hallowed place, we pledge that we will never forget their sacrifice." In 2011, former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg said, "10 years have passed since a perfect blue sky morning turned into the blackest of nights. Since then, we have lived in sunshine and in shadow, and although we can never unsee what happened here, we can also see that children who lost their parents have grown into young adults. Grandchildren have been born, and good works and public service have taken root to honor those we love and lost." Author David Levithan said, "What separates us from the animals, what separates us from the chaos, is our ability to mourn people whom we've never met." President Bill Clinton in Shanksville, Pennsylvania in 2011 said, with almost no time to decide, your loved ones gave the entire country an incalculable gift. They saved our capital from attack. They saved God knows how many lives. They saved the terrorists from claiming the symbolic victory of smashing the center of American government. And they allowed us to survive as a country that could fight terror and still maintain liberty and still welcome people from all over the world, from every religion and race and culture, as long as they shared our values. Because ordinary people gave no time at all to decide to do the right thing. And then Jeff Parnas, founder of New York City Says Thank You, said, when Americans lend a hand to one another, nothing is impossible. We're not about what happened on September 11th. We're about what happened on September 12th. In closing, 20 years ago on September 10th, 246 people went to sleep in preparation for their morning flight. $2,606 people went to sleep in preparation for work the next morning. 343 firefighters went to sleep in preparation for their morning shift. 60 police officers went to sleep in preparation for their morning patrol. 8 paramedics went to sleep in preparation for their morning shift. 9 of them saw past 10 a.m. on September 11, 2001. In one single moment, life may never be the same. So as you live and enjoy the breaths that you take today, and tonight before you go to sleep in preparation for your life tomorrow, kiss the ones you love, snuggle a little tighter, and never take 1 second of your life for granted. Thank you.